Hello and welcome to a midweek edition of Kick Talk Reboot. First is on to the results from the weekend. McBookie.com Super Premier Division. Auchinleck 2, Largs 1. Cumnock 2, Beath 2. Kilwinning 1, Kilbirnie 3. Troon 2, Halford 3. McBookie.com Super First Division. Oven Meadow 2, Shotts 0. Petershill 1, Shettleston 0. Renfrew 2, Maryhill 2. McBookie.com Ayrshire District League. Darvel 4, Winton 3. Maple 5, Saltcoats 1. McBookie.com Central District First Division. Benburb 1, Rossvale 1. Greenock 3, Vale of Clyde 2. McBookie.com Central District Second Division. Carluke 3, Gartcairn 2. Glasgow Perthshire 4, Vale of Leven 0. Lanark 4, St Anthony's 2. And in the Scottish Cup, Bonnyrigg Rose 3, Kilsyth 0. I was at Beechwood Park where the score in this Premier League encounter was Auchinleck Talbot 2, Largs 1. Firstly, there was a minute's silence for Auchinleck legend Sam McCulloch, which was impeccably observed. Now, Thistle gave Talbot a good run for their money as the Premier League champions endured an uneasy afternoon in this McBookies.com encounter. Talbot moved ahead on 4 minutes. Largs were dispossessed. Brian Young skipped away to deliver into the roof of the net from 8 yards out. John Tennant replied for Largs, the ex-Morton man hitting a diagonal effort just past the right post. And ex-Talbot man Robert Love, he nicked in behind a defender after a short back pass, but his chip over the leashman was just past the post. So Largs actually could have been 2-1 up, but keeper Ross Lundy, he made a superb reaction save from Boyle before Eddie Walton replaced the injured Gilbride for Thistle. Talbot controversially moved 2 goals ahead. Harvey forced the ball home on 18 minutes, but the corner seemed to be headed back into play from beyond the line, claimed the Largs Thistle defenders. Thistle responded promptly though to that disappointment. Love headed home at the near post from Glenn Thompson's curling corner, and Talbot though kept pushing forward, and in the second half they hit the post. Then Lundy produced another marvellous stop before Wilson headed over the bar with the goal at his mercy. So there was a big moment as Talbot's Wilson was booked for diving after Walton challenged in the penalty box, and the Auchinleck support were enraged at that decision. But Largs kept plugging away, looking for openings, and they looked like they were on course perhaps to get a shock draw. McMaster nearly got in the end of Love's curling cross, but just couldn't connect in the dying minutes, and it nodded wide. So Largs, they showed plenty of endeavour, and they had a fair number of chances in this encounter. They had to keep Auchinleck at bay, of course, but Talbot were questioning themselves in the end, and you don't often see that. But the final score at Beechwood Park was Auchinleck Talbot 2, Largs 1. And after the game, I spoke to Largs Thistle manager Stuart Davidson. Now, of course, Stuart was a huge player in his Auchinleck days. In fact, a legend, scoring in the Scottish Cup final in 2009. So it was obviously a big day for him coming back. And he said it was 2 errors on Largs Thistle's part for the goals, and perhaps we started a bit nervously given Auchinleck's reputation. But after that, I thought the boys adjusted well, they gave their all, and I really can't fault them. I think Talbot were, in the end up, were delighted to hear the full-time whistle. Laurie McMaster, he showed great endeavour to make his way up there to get up for that last chance, but it just wasn't to be on the day. Now it's over to Ayrshire Weekly Press sports reporter Stuart McConnell, who was at the Oven Meadow versus Shotts game.
Welcome Meadow Park, where the final score in this McBookies Super League First Division match was Oven Meadow 2, Shotts Bonnyrigg 0. Meadow went into the game determined to make amends following their shock defeat in the Scottish Cup a fortnight earlier in what was their last match. Early on they were quite strong, and Andy Cripps had a shot, which was blocked by a defender, and then 15 minutes, Cripps again, his 25-yard shot was punched clear by the goalie. In 36 minutes, home player Ben Black, in my opinion, man of the match, had a shot cleared off the line. 3 minutes later we had the breakthrough when Meadows' Ryan Bregley was pushed into the shots keeper by a visiting defender. The referee pointed to the spot and up stepped Ben Carson, whose aim was true as he put Meadow 1-0 in front. Just after the break, Mark McLennan was a through and goal, but the shot blocked by the keeper's legs. It was the same player shot across the face of goal, 65 minutes. And then in 65 minutes, Meadow were awarded a free kick just outside the box, and Ben Carson's effort broke to Ben Black, who turned the ball home, smacked it home from 12 yards. McLennan and then found Lee McRae, but his shot was blocked by the Shots goalie. So all in all, sort of fine performance from Meadow, who are now level in points with Girvan in 4th place, and looking like a team who could challenge, but you know, the management duo are having none of that. They're just taking it a game at a time. Next week they go to Pollock for a West tie, but things are looking fairly bright at Meadow Park at the moment. A long way to go, but some of the young talents coming through. So Meadow Park, where the final score in this McBicky Super League First Division match was Everton Meadow 2, Shots Bonaccord 0. It's Stuart McConnell for Kick Talk.
And after the match, Stuart spoke to Oven co-manager Gareth Turner.
That's why it was a good afternoon's work, you think, Gareth?
It was certainly a good result for us. Clean sheet at home, a couple of good goals, could have maybe been a couple of more, but I think performance-wise we've been better. I think some of our passing at times wasn't great, and conditions didn't help that. But first half particularly, I thought we'd never quite get going, and we're far better in the second half. But but we're obviously delighted. 3 points keeps us in the mix.
And Begley as well was pushed into the goalie for that penalty.
I think I seen him charging in. I think he was shoving the back in the way in, so the referee spotted that, and we've obviously benefited.
It moves you up level in points to Girvan now in 25. And what are you starting to think about? Could you make a challenge here, or is that not?
To be honest, no, it's really not in our mind. We just want to maintain the run we're on and get as high up the league as we can. We've no target set.
Is there like a safety net? You're saying there's so many points.
Well, usually 34, 35 makes you safe in this league, and that's got to be our target first and foremost. But we never had a target at the start of the year, and we still don't have one now. And it's an old tired cliched.
You had to adapt to the conditions, and I thought you dug in a bit. You couldn't always play the silky football.
Well, that's it. We've had a good publicity in terms of passing the ball, and we're trying to encourage the players to do that. But conditions there with the wind and the pitch, it wasn't easy. So it shows another side of our game. We can maybe play a wee bit more direct and show our physicality in the game.
Ben Black, I was talking to, I thought he did another good game.
Yep, solid Ben. Yep, very good. He's learning all the time. It's a great move for Ben to be at a club like this, a big club, and he's playing every week and he's learning. And as a young player he'll dip in and out of games, but he's been doing really well for us.
In terms of next week, it's I think the Pollock manager was down, wasn't he, watching?
I didn't see him. I'd imagine he
Tom
would.
McDonald?
No, it's Tony McAnally.
Oh, I think he was.
I didn't know if he was down or not.
Down at Kieran. So you're obviously Pollock are seen as favourites, but are you looking forward to it?
Absolutely. It's a great venue to play football first and foremost. And the boys will enjoy going there and a nice surface and playing football. It's probably our first game of the season where the pressure's off us a wee bit. Because they'll be favourites right enough, and we can go there and try and express ourselves. It's a difficult game, of course it will be, but it gives us a wee break from league action and the pressures that come with that. So we'll be looking forward to going there.
Looking to maybe sling an upset.
Well, that's it. Cup football, isn't it?
You've won there before, haven't you? Like Meadow a reasonable record.
Reasonable. We've won a lot of cup finals there back when I was playing. A lot of good memories at the ground, and it's been good for me. But a great experience for some of our young lads as well to go and play at these grounds and learn against good players. And for us, it's, as I say, it's probably the pressure's off us for 1 week, and we can go and enjoy that.
With the league after that,
that's it. I imagine so the fixtures aren't out yet, but I imagine
the
that'll
cup
be
ones
the case.
that are out. So but the cup's the follow to the 18th, isn't it? Right, so.
Yeah. But we don't know who we've got.
You're happy though with the progress so far?
Delighted, absolutely delighted with the
Midway point
progress.
of the season, or just after that?
Yeah, we're just after that. And, you know, a lot of the supporters are you know, starting to jump the bandwagon, the promotion side of it. We're not looking at that just now. We are just firmly keep doing what we're doing, keep trying to show improvement every week, and just see where that takes us. Go for there.
Yeah, okay.
And that's a wrap. Thanks for joining us this week, and goodbye.